people will say, you know, you have to really pay your dues, but I mean, we've been in this room for like 4.5 years, you know, practicing our stuff, loving our music, and you know, all of a sudden a record company comes out and says, hey, we want to sign you guys.
Now, it's a lot different than it was a few years ago, which it might have been more in the, I think people were more, at that point, more obsessed. I know they were so obsessed with us, but just like how we were on stage, we weren't cool and rock.
The Cavedogs are a Boston-based trio who are trying to climb their way up the alternative music ladder. They have achieved success in the Boston area and have recently signed a contract with Enigma Records. With the upcoming release of an EP and their first full-length LP, the Cavedogs are looking towards making their way onto the national music scene. Brian Stevens, Todd Spahr, and Mark Rivers make up this power pop trio, which formed in 1984. In the band's first 6 years, the success of their radio tapes on alternative music stations has led to positive feedback from the music industry.
I was going like never gone to you, put on the squeeze. I count and pot around and got down on my knees. Why don't you come and see what's right? And every night I must fight. I was going like never gone to you, put on the side. Got a count and pot around and got down on my back. Why don't you see it isn't right? Friday night, all you buy.
Tell us how you first met Todd. He lived next door to me in college, and we did a couple coffee houses together. We were very young, and we played coffee houses for a while. Then we met a couple other guys, a singer and a drummer, and we became a band. I got a job at a law firm, and so did Mark, but I didn't know Mark. Then I got to know Mark, and I got to know that he loved music as much as Todd and I did.
Drummer Mark Rivers came to Boston from Atlanta, where he played in a Rush-influenced band called Major Haze.
What about when you first met Brian? What was that? How did that first meeting go? When you first discussed playing in a band together?
He didn't like Rush, so it was magic. I can still picture it. Wearing that bright blue sundress. I still remember the night that we first practiced as a three-piece.
Tell me about it.
It's being fairly magical.
Yeah.
We had a little conflict within the band. It was just the three of us left, and we kind of learned a song, and it went pretty easy.
Do you know what song? The Cavedogs' first radio tape, Tater Country, went to #1 on the WFNX local music charts. This was the first of many tapes that would go to #1 on FNX, including Baba Ganoush, which spent 8 weeks at the top. One of the band's demo tapes fell into the hands of producer Ed Stasium, whose works include the Ramones, Mick Jagger, and Living Colour. Stasium took an immediate liking to the band and agreed to produce a single, as well as the material that is included on their first album, Joyride for Shut-In.
Well, I think the first record reflects a lot of years. And 4, to be exact. So the second out, we're not going to have that much time to write. We already have a bunch of it in the can, as we say. But I think, yeah, there's a little pressure on us to write songs as good as the ones that you all know and love. I mean, because they're great songs. Wicked great stuff. Really great stuff. So, I mean, this album's going to kick.
Marriage and a rock band are a lot like real estate and a child.
How so?
Well, you can boil one, but you can't put Slim Fast in the blender. 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hashtag Incorporated. Diddle-a-diddle-a-da-da. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Give us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Give us any chance to try now. Give us any room to fly now.
Why don't sing with me on the first one? Because that kind of doesn't give it a base to come from for the second one. It really would be nice if I think I should sing that first one alone, and then you sing with me on the second one. Okay.
What about working new material? Is that hard for?
Yeah, we're very picky
That's
about.
the hardest part.
We're very picky.
It's the hardest.
Except for
Working
tuning.
new material.
No, we're very picky about arranging things.
Yeah,
and
arranging. Not so much working on
throwing-
these songs. Arranging. That's the hardest part.
Where?
It was sort of like the beginning again.
Let's try what we did just sort of.
What are you guys expecting from the release of the album and the EP?
Hopefully that it sells some.
Yeah, I mean, we'd like to not have to work our day jobs anymore. We like to, we like when people hear the word Cavedogs to think of the music and not the other thing.
A band spends most of their beginning years in small rehearsal spaces, trying to get that elusive record contract. Once the band gets that contract, it is up to them to provide successful material. In a musical era where most bands are pre-packaged video stars, it is refreshing to see a band like the Cavedogs, whose clever wit on and off stage combines with their ability to write clever and catchy pop songs that the music industry seems to need and the public seems to love.
Would you guys be good salespeople for your own music?
The best.
I think the best way to sell our own music is to come and see
dad
us,
sells
the
insurance.
Cavedogs.